What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Indie Fest 25 Meet the Artist. You're here back with your boy, Tony A. And I am so excited to introduce another first time to the Indie Fest stage group. We have the members of Love for All here with us today. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up?
I'm going to go ahead and start out by just letting you all introduce yourselves and tell everybody a little bit about who you all are as a group.
All right, cool. Ready?
Yep.
2, 3.
From here to there,
Here we are.
Love for all. I'm Kai, the drummer.
I'm Reach, the lead guitarist.
And I'm Kay, the lead singer.
Awesome.
We are a pop rock group from here in Baltimore. We've been doing this thing for about 3 years now, pretty seriously. And we've been working on lots of different projects and just releasing music, hopefully to connect everyone. And like it is in the name, just spread love for all.
Awesome. Amazing. Now, as soon as I saw pop rock, that lit a fire underneath me because, as many who know, y'all have seen me talk about it before, I am from New Mexico, so I'm a pop rock guy. Like, that is my bread and butter. That is what I grew up with. So tell me, like, what led to the formation of this group? It's such a unique style, especially here on the East Coast, where we don't see groups like that quite as often.
Yeah, so I guess we got our start quite a long time ago. We actually, when we were young, homeschooled kids, went to the same co-op. And as we really got to know each other, like, hey, why don't we start a band? And it was really influenced by a group called The Fold. We really liked their music. We really liked what they were doing. And so we were like, well, why don't we become a band? And, we were young kids, so like some of those things that seems really, really far off. But as we grew up, we became more serious about it. We actually started picking up instruments. And so we got our start just playing at our church, doing worship for them. And then eventually we transitioned into kind of doing our own stuff in about 2021. That's when we really became kind of like serious as a band. We kind of figured out our name, our identity, and we really started to get rolling. And I say that our pop rock styling, a big part of it is our original influence of The Fold. They're a pop rock group as well. They're from Chicago. And then along with that, just listening to various pop artists, various artists in the rock space, pop punk and emo, and all that just kind of coming together and coalescing in the group that we have today.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I love the fact that you all have been doing this since you were young, since you were kids. And then now it's kind of turned into this like legitimate thing for you all. Like that really is like you talked about the dream and now you're kind of living the dream. And that's really awesome. And to be able to do it with your friends, right? Like,
Honestly,
what better feeling than that? Like, come on, like, as a solo artist, I'm happy that I have background singers and dancers sometimes that are with me because otherwise this can be a really lonely road to do. So I think that's amazing that you have each other to be able to do it. So with that being said, for those who haven't seen you, I've had the ability to kind of deep dive and start looking at y'all videos and learn all about y'all. So I'm personally amped. But for those who have never seen you before, what could they expect from Love for All when you all hit that Indie Fest stage?
well, let me tell you, it's fun. It's always fun, energetic. We want people to not just enjoy the music, but feel it, like really feel it in their soul, so it moves them mentally, spiritually, and all that kind of jazz.
That's fantastic. I love that. And what does that mean for you all to be? I mean, y'all perform in numerous places that I've seen so far, but for something like this indie festival, an entire weekend festival fully dedicated to solely independent artists, the indie artists are the headliners. What does something like that mean for you all to have the opportunity to do that?
I think we're very fortunate to be a part of this scene and to be able to do what we do. It means a lot considering that we've been working towards this goal and towards this dream for so long, and now being able to see like the fruits of what we're doing, the fruits of our labor, and actually getting to perform and put ourselves out there and just spread our message and just do what we love doing. It's been just a huge blessing over all of us, and it means a lot that, again, you guys are putting on this whole event for indie artists just like us, and the fact that you guys were so willing to allow us to be a part of this. Again, we're really grateful for it. So thank you guys.
Absolutely. It's such an amazing pool of talent that we have here in our region, in our state, in our area, and like all the better of an opportunity to uplift it, to share it, to be able to create a platform for it. This is my favorite part of what we do because we all have something to look forward to. We all have an opportunity to do a full set, not just a quick 3 to 5 minutes. You all get some ample time to really put some creativity out there, tell a story, really create a vision. And you talked a little bit about the Fold and some of your other influences as far as a group, but individually and maybe as a group, are there any other specific artists or musicians, especially for those of y'all that are playing instruments, who inspires you? Who are your musical influences?
Okay, you can start.
All right. Well, I'm a drummer. Well, or you already know I'm a drummer, and so I kind of dive into different genres. I mostly have focused on R&B, pop rock, pop, soul, stuff like that. So all that kind of coalesces into my style. Me typically, I don't usually listen to the mainstream stuff. I listen to a lot more independent artists. I just like to see what they do, the unique music they make compared to the industry. So people like Devon Terrell, Miko, people like that, I really enjoy listening to.
Yeah. Reach over there.
I'd say for me, some of my influences come very much from like the kind of emo rock scene, and some of the like more early 2000s type of like rock and such. Groups like Paramore, Mayday Parade. Those are some of my favorite artists to play songs from. As It Is, With Confidence is really nice. Dashboard Confessional, artists like that have really great like lyrics, are really good at producing and coming up with interesting like guitar parts for their songs, and that are really, really good at what they do.
Yeah. I'd say for me, it's really a blend of just every single form of genre, and even a blend of like what both their answers are as well. For me, it all started really with Michael Jackson. He's always been my biggest inspiration and a part of everything I do musically, and also being a perfectionist over all of it. So he's always been the top influence for me musically wise, but it branches out to a lot of different things as well. Like you said, with the emo and the pop punk scene with like Blink-182, all the way to like the K-pop scene, and BTS has also been a huge influence for me as well. Just every form of genre I fell in love with of just music. So there's any artist in any name, I love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's always interesting to see the roadmaps that leads to the unique style that like makes the artist who they are, that musical gumbo kind of sort of that puts it all together. So we love to see that. Now I want to talk about something that I've been talking about a lot with a lot of the artists. We're living in a time right now where a lot of the arts and things that are attached to the arts are being limited in many ways, funding wise, exposure wise, opportunity wise, especially in areas for individuals who are Black and brown, those who are doing something that's outside of the mainstream, those who come from different identity backgrounds or different things like that. And that's a big part of Tony Aye Artistry's mission of keeping artists safe, supported, affirmed, fueled, and empowered. And so can we get anything from you all on your thoughts on just that mission and how important that work is to just continue to create a diverse space for artists to come and create?
Yeah. Something I truly believe is like music is one of the only forms of ways that transcends all languages and all understandings of things. And I do think it's very important to create a space for people to feel like they can be whoever they are. There's no rules or right or wrong way on how to do music. You just do what you feel you're supposed to do with it. And so I do think we need to continue, not just even with you guys, but with every scene and in every genre and every space. We need to create something that makes people feel like I can just be me, and that's okay. And that's going to be appreciated by somebody. So I do think it's super great that you guys have that mission to do that.
Yeah, awesome. I love asking that question of artists just because I think sometimes forget that us as indie artists, we still are activists in a way. We still stand for something. Our music stands for something. And I think one of the things that I really held on to, I remember realizing with my family when I was like, oh, me and my cousins, it's like we've got to plan the cookouts. Like we've got to put together the events. Like we're so used to somebody else doing it. And so I also like to remind artists, especially up and coming artists, that, hey, like it's your turn to speak out and stand up and give those opinions, which is hard to do in our realm of what we do because of social media and cancel culture and all the different things that we have to worry about every time we open our mouths to say something, but it's still important things that need to be said. So thank y'all for sharing that. Tell us any projects. Do y'all have any projects or other performances or major things that are coming up for you all that you want people to know about?
We do have a project coming out. It's not exactly in the pop rock style. It's a little different, but we wanted to try something a little outside of that, trying to test the waters and explore other genres and stuff, and seeing how our soul and our heart comes out in those kinds of genres.
Nice.
Yeah, we do have a lot of concerts coming up as well. Obviously we're going to be at Indie Fest in July, so super excited for that. We also were just added to the lineup for Punks Fest, which we're very excited about. That's going to be on June 28th. And we're just hoping to look for more shows and more opportunities to just put ourselves out there and just, again, perform. We love being on stage and just giving people the opportunity to hear what we have to say. So
nice. Y'all got a nice summer tour getting together right there. That was some back-to-back stuff. Y'all getting thrown right into the deep end. So y'all heard right there. If you're listening, I'm just gonna go ahead and say right now, if you're listening, they said they want more gigs. The summer's not done. They want to do. Let's go, y'all. Y'all know how we do. Slide into those DMs and hit them up with those opportunities. The last thing before we go, I just want you all to share something with other artists who might be inspired by your story and what they're hearing today. Maybe there's another trio that's sitting together and in between schoolwork, they're like, hey, let's try out some music. What do you have to say for artists who are looking at this like, wow, one day I want to be able to do that? What are your words of encouragement or inspiration for them?
Okay, you can start.
All right. I would say always practice, of course, and experiment. Try different things. Let the music come from your heart. And even if you feel like it's not up to par, put it out anyway. Someone might vibe with it. Someone might like it. And then that might be the song that gets viral and gets pushed out to everyone else.
I'd say my advice would be don't be afraid to be bad at what you do when you start out. I think, as a perfectionist myself, and of course Kay and Kai, we can be afraid to just start something, and so we end up just kicking it down the road, and then you never get anything done. So it'll be scary, like it will be, I'm not gonna lie to you. You might be embarrassed at maybe some of your earlier performances or some of your earlier attempts at writing music and putting things together. But if you don't allow yourself to be bad at it at the beginning, then you'll never be good at the end of your career. So don't be afraid to just go ahead and fail. Just get it out of the way and just realize that even though you're not great right now, as long as you keep taking those chances, keep making progress and learning from your mistakes, then you'll be where you want to be eventually.
And I'll say for me, to all just continue to be yourself. Don't be afraid to do what you do, but also don't try to sugarcoat it or be somebody else. Being who you are is very important. And so we all have a story to tell, and we all need to hear each other's stories. And sometimes that can help all of us feel a little less alone. So continue to be who you are, do what you enjoy. As I said before, don't let anybody tell you, hey, you can't do that. This is the music scene. There's a story for everybody. There's a path for everybody. There's a genre for everybody. There's something for everyone. So please just keep going at it, even though it gets difficult. even though sometimes it looks like we're in a huge pool of a bunch of other people that do the same thing. All of us are unique in our own individual people. We all don't do the exact same thing the exact same way. And so it is needed for you to bring what you have to the table. So please continue to be yourself.
I mean, even in y'all answers, I can see that the name Love for All it's not just a gimmick, right? It's not just a label and something cool that was trending. Y'all didn't put it together with AI and say, oh, this will work. I can really embody that in your music. I can already tell and see the amount of love, not only that y'all have for each other, but what you have for your music and you have for your intention of how you want your music to be received. And that authenticity radiates even now in this interview. And I can't wait to see that on the main stage at the Motor House when we are at Indie Fest. So, I mean, you got to let everybody know, where can they find you? Where can they follow you? Where can they see content from you?
You guys can follow us on Instagram at loveforall.bnd. From there, you can also find our website and you can listen to any of the songs that we have. We currently have an EP on all platforms right now called Yearbook, which talks about all of our experiences in school and hopefully just trying to connect people and make you feel like, again, you're not alone. We have a lot more coming up as well, like we mentioned. So from there, you can find all of our music, any other shows we're doing. You can get tickets for there. And on TikTok, you can also find us, and Twitter, loveforall.bnd. On YouTube, you can find us, Love for All 3. We have a lot of new videos and new projects and new ideas. We are so excited to release with all of you guys and to share. So please come along with us with this journey if you'd love to.
Fantastic. So y'all just heard where to follow them. And I'm actually going to hit y'all with a lightning round, because what everyone doesn't know, including Love for All, is that Tony Aye will be putting out our curated playlist of music from all of the Indie Fest participants so that you can get a chance to get to know them before you even see them, because we don't want y'all looking at them like they're strangers. We want y'all hearing these songs, playing them already, so that you could be fully engaged with them. So quick final lightning round question for y'all. No time to think about it. Each of you can answer. Y'all got an EP out. You got one song to choose that's the best introduction of Love for All to a new fan. What song are you going with?
Hey, I'm going to say Sun Always Shines for Us.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd say the same. The sun always shines for us, or even Be Different. I think that's a really good representation.
Yeah, I think for me, it's definitely Be Different or Overload.
I was going to say Overload too. Yeah, Overload.
Both of them definitely have, just really good messages for them. And with Be Different, a lot on the happier side, but Overload's also on the darker side, but also just dealing with topics that we need to talk about still, because we're all still human. So.
Awesome. I love that. So y'all heard it there. They've got music, they've got content, they've got social medias that you can just engage and interact with them and comment on and just show them love and support. Let them know that you saw the interview. Let them know you're excited. Buy a ticket for Indie Fest. Indie Fest is coming up fast, July 4th through the 6th. We want y'all to spend that weekend with us. Remember, last year, the governor made a proclamation for July the 6th to be Independent Artistry Day through a lot of the hard work that we did. And we are celebrating it in full this year. We have over 34 independent artists that are headlining the stage at the Motor House, on the main stage, lights, full effect, the whole 9 yards. So let's give them a crowd to match. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for joining us. Thank you so much to Love for All for being with us here for this Meet the Artist. I cannot wait for you all to experience them and meet with them. Remember, you can get your tickets on Eventbrite or on our website, www.tonyayartistry.org. Tickets are available. It's only $10. $25 will get you access to the entire weekend. And please remember that, as always, our Sunday show is free for everyone, because we just want the community to come out and be able to have access to good music and good art. So again, my name is Tony Aye. I'm here with Love for All. We had an amazing time. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I'm so looking forward to meeting y'all in person, to seeing y'all perform on the stage. I'm going to be on the front row. Like I said, Pop and Rock is my bread and butter. I was raised on Good Charlotte, Paramore, Evanescence, the whole 9 yards. I can go down the list. So if nobody else is out there going crazy, it's going to be me. But we know it's going to be a phenomenal time. Thank y'all for being here. Thank everyone for joining us here on social media. And remember, as always, we love you and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.